All right, good morning to whoever's watching. It's 6:24 Pacific time, my time, and it's 9:24 on Monday, October 13th. So we're just a few minutes from the 9:30 open. So what I'm doing is I'm marking out my volume profile from previous week. So I start at this is going to be Sunday, October 5th, and I start at 6 p.m. and I run my volume profile all the way through. And this just helps me to be able to gauge where possible support and resistance is located based on how much volume is traded at certain price points. So this definitely helps me out in, determining where price is most likely to navigate to and either trade through and bounce off or reject and reverse. So we're looking at this weekly profile. So we have a lot of high volume between 6808 and also 6790. So this is probably going to change as the week goes through, but right now that is where the majority of the volume is at the point of control. And then we also have the lower volume node around the 6738 level as well. And then on the 5-minute chart, we do have a big gap. And let me mark this out. So we have a pretty significant gap from the 6630 all the way down to 6600. So I'm definitely going to be looking at that, but you never know. Price may use this as some type of support and end up bouncing off, or it can use this point as resistance. So we'll say this area right here, and it may just trade through, bounce off of this lower volume node at the 6659 level and continue to fill this gap. So the main purpose of today is just to remain focused, stay patient. Any break that I do see, I definitely want to wait for a retracement and target a 1 to 2 risk to reward. I'm going to keep the 5-minute on my apex chart. Makes it easier for me to figure out what's going on. So we're about 2 minutes away from the 9:30 open. So let me mark out this 1 minute so I know what I'm looking at. Okay, so we had very high volume in this area. This is where price reverse way down here came up and started using this level as support. And then let's also mark out the resistance area too. So we have a lot of volume trading inside of this area from 6684 to 6677 area. And that's right below where the volume is. So depending on what price wants to do, if it's continuing to come down here, then I want to see how it's going to react in the 6668 area, and then also the 6660 area. I just want to see how price is going to react in this area, or if it comes back up here, takes these relative equal highs at the 6681 area, trades back into this point of control, then we can look at a possible reversal back down. But it's looking like it's coming back down. It may take this low here, and so we're going to see how it consolidates inside of this area if it does trade, and we're going to look at possible reversal candles. If not, then we'll wait for a breakthrough retest and a bearish continuation move. So I'm staying open to what the market presents. All right, so we're 30 seconds into the 9:30 open. So let's see what price does. We're just going to look to stay patient. Price may come up here, and as these volume nodes, let's see what direction they want to go. They're probably going to want to come down. So I want to definitely try to make some type of play off of one of these volume nodes, either the lower one or the higher one. And to be honest, since the previous week's higher volume area are up here, I'm going to possibly assume that we may look for a bounce off of support and continue with a bullish move to come and trade back into these higher volume areas from last week. So that's what we're going to find out. But like I said, I may want to come hit this resistance level, proceed to trade down and fill in that huge gap. So a very strong bullish candle for the 9:30 open. So I'm looking at the 5-minute on my NinjaTrader chart and the 1-minute on TradingView's chart. So let's see how price reacts to this area. So price is showing a very strong bullish candle with the point of control moving as well. So that could be a sign of a quick reversal down to this area where price will take out these lows and bounce. But let's find out. Price definitely rejected off of that. That was a really good rejection. That could have been an opportunity, but anything that I would want to see some type of retracement if possible. So let's see how price trades inside of this support area, because this volume node is probably going to continue to move up. So we could possibly be looking for a buy opportunity, but it all depends on how this reacts. And on the 5 minute candle too in trading view, you could just see all the rejection candles. So that's just all support right here. All, yeah, so this level is very strong. So it would take a lot for this to break through all the way through all this. So the 5 minute candle is definitely rejecting out of this area. So if anything, if it is a true bounce, then I would want to see a strong bullish reaction out of this area. I want to see these volume nodes continue to move down, and then I want to see some type of retracement for a continuation move to the upside. So let's see how it plays out. And I'm on the ES, so I'll be trading just one mini based on my stop loss. See how strong this candle is, because it might continue to go down, and that's also what I'm preparing for too. So if we get a nice rejection right in this area, then I'll look to possibly continue down short, but we also have a lot of support down there too. So if we can get a strong bullish candle this next 1 minute candle, then I'll enter short. Because if that's the case, then we're going to be heading for that gap. but we also could be heading up too. So I'm just going to wait for a little bit more confirmation to find out. But it looks like these candles are possibly rejecting. There's no strong follow through after this short bullish or short bearish leg down. If anything, this would be a reversal and it would come back down. So let's see if we get a strong candle here. If it's rejecting this area as well, then it's probably going to be a buy opportunity. Okay, so that's a strong rejection. So that's showing me a lot. Price is rejecting at this level. So we're possibly looking at a buy situation. Let's see. All right, so price is definitely, we're just gonna have to wait and see. Let's find out. As we're retesting this area again. I think I'm gonna do a buy. Yeah, I'm gonna go for a buy. Stop at 66, 61. 66, 61, 75. Stop. And then I'm gonna have my take profit 66, 77. So that came up pretty quick. So that was a quick move. I'm glad I got in. So we took this buy off of this bounce, and it bounced right off the volume node at 66, 62, 50 area. Came back, retraced. So technically that's what I was looking for, and there was just a strong bullish reaction, and I ended up getting I think I got out, yeah, so basically a 1 to 2 risk to reward. Hopefully you guys can see this, but ended up making $437.50. I'm sure after commission it's going to be a little bit less, but that brings the account over $26,672.92. So I know with the 25K Apex challenge, the profit target is 1,500, so I just surpassed that. So technically I should have passed the challenge to become funded with Apex. So now I'm going to wait for an email confirmation, hopefully. So I will be putting a video out pretty soon on that. And now I definitely want to try to start going live with my trades, so that way you guys can actually see me live in action instead of me just, posting my trade results right after. So all in all, I think that was a pretty solid trade. It happened within a matter of a few seconds, but we played it pretty smart. There was a lot of support down here with all these wicks, and you can just see at 940 price makes a short bearish move, bounces off the volume area at 66, 62 area, retraces, strong bullish up move, ended up catching that move up, and I couldn't ask for a better trade. Now it looks like it is rejecting from this point of control area, so it may continue to proceed down, or it could just be another retracement back into this strong bullish leg, and it can continue to push up. So that's something that we'll definitely look at. But as far as trading, I'm done for the day. I've reached what I was intending to reach today. Came out with a win, so I can sit back and just read price and wait for the apex confirmation on passing the 25k challenge, and then look at going live for you guys to see. So we're pretty much done within 15 minutes after the open. Yeah, price is reacting right off of that support area again. So let's see if price can continue to proceed up and take out these equal highs at 60, 80, 66, 81, 25. But yeah, I'm happy with the trade. You can always wait for a little bit more confirmation, but I could have definitely waited for this leg to continue and then come back. But sometimes this could have been, the actual move where it retraces and then just immediately goes up. You just never know. But my thought process was wait for a bounce or a trade through, but it's always going to be a bounce, off of support or resistance, whether it trades through it or whether it bounces from it. It's still going to be some type of retracement and bounce. So, and that's what it did. It bounced, retraced. So I'm glad that I got in at this point. And this was, I got to get it exactly, but around the 66, 67 area for a 1 to 2. That's all I was looking for. I was just looking for enough to get the $260 that was left to pass the challenge and get to the 1500 profit target. I ended up doing $437.50. So I did more than what was required. So all in all, happy with the trade, happy with the patience, and I'll definitely keep an eye out and see if it's going to continue up. But from what I'm seeing with the wicks and all the rejections coming from this area, this is definitely a very strong, um, support area. And then you also have, like we said in the beginning, the higher volume areas from previous week all the way up there as well. And price definitely likes to gravitate towards those high volume areas. So I could see it might consolidate a little bit, but I could see a bounce, especially as it trades through the 66.84 to 67, 66.78 area. So it's almost 9:50 New York time, 6:50 my time. I'm going to in this video, and I'm going to post it immediately for you guys to watch. As always, thank you for watching, and I will provide you guys an update on what Apex sends, and then we can start the live streaming for you guys to see me in real time as I'm trading the morning session. So thank you guys for watching. As always, God bless and take care.